Everyone. Uh, Welcome to the today's session. So today we will be discussing about scope of organizational behavior, right? So this is not boring management theory actually. OB is all about telling how people behave in organization, how groups work together, and how processes run smoothly, and how the culture changes and affect every person. OB is like the secret recipe of a restaurant. Just think about this. If you have the right ingredients, if you are going in good timings, and if you have a perfect method to make everything just wow. Without it, even the best restaurant can mess up order. Okay, so you are running a best restaurant, but you do not follow the processes, you do not follow the right ingredients, you do not have the organized stuffs, so it can create mess. Okay, so I will tell a fun fact regarding OB. So there was a survey conducted by Gallup Group. According to its 21%, the organization that practices OB effectively have 21% higher productivity and 37% employee engagement. Can you believe that? Simpler organization which practices OB effectively can result 21% higher productivity and 37% higher employee engagement. This means the employees are happier, the works become faster, and the organizational success are high. Okay, uh, 1 minute. Let me change the slide at first. Okay. In India, uh, if we take the example of Infosys or Tata, OB principles are like the proper communication, training, and culture that helped these companies going global. And this is exactly what you, as a manager or team member, need to understand OB. Okay, so today we will cover 6 key areas and under the scope of OB, but I have combined them into 5 slides, right? Uh, the conclusions are different, but the rest of the part I have covered in 5 slides for a better understanding and making it not too long or boring, right? So let's start the individual. Yes, this one. The individual group behavior. Okay. So let's begin with what individual behavior is. See, every person is unique. Their habits, their emotions, and skills shaped by their background and personality experiences. Okay, so OB helps managers understand these differences and match people to role where they perform the best. As for example, suppose you are best in cooking. If I place you for sailing a boat, definitely your performance or your productivity will not be higher, or your productivity will not be what I am expecting. Okay, so if I place you for cooking, definitely your productivity, your creativity, and output will be mind blowing because you are habituated to cook all the time, right? So OB understands the uh, OB understands the key attributes of a particular person and place them on a right place so that the output of that particular person increases, right? And let's take an example. In a hospital, if one nurse stay calm in emergency, is very soothing, is very calm in emergency, while another are in panic. Okay, a manager using OB knowledge can assign the calm nurse to ICU because that is the place where This kind of attitude is actually required. Okay, in ICU, intensive care unit, if you are in panic, definitely by seeing you, patient will be in panic also. So if you are calm, tension are inside, but you are still calm. Okay, this particular attribute is required in ICU. So if a person having that quality, definitely he or she should be placed on ICU to get the better productivity, better result. Okay, so if the person, or if the nurse, the calm nurse is appointed to ICU, and the detailed oriented one to record keeping patients safe. Some other person, some other personals are not calm, but they are expert at record keeping. So what a OB expert will do, OB expert will appoint the calm nurse to the ICU, and other person who can make the disturbances or who can get panic, but he is good at administrative job, he will be given the record keeping and all these things, because he do not have to face, or he do not have to handle the panicky situation, right? uh, Another example, if I say, uh, one software developer at Bangalore, some works best at night. There are different types of software developers in Bangalore, maybe any part of the world. Some of the software developer works best at night, but some of the developers work best in morning. OB helps to schedule tasks to match their natural productivity. Okay, here I can tell you one interesting fact regarding this. The employees who feel recognized for their individual differences are 80% more likely to stay loyal. This is a great number, 80%, right? If you are given recognition, uh, the if you are given the recognition, so definitely in that situation, 80% chances are there that you will become loyal towards your organization. Now moving to group behavior. Okay, most work is done in teams, that you need to understand. OB studies how people behave in groups, communication, decision making, trust and conflicts. In a restaurant kitchen, say the chefs, servers and helpers must coordinate. As for example, good teamwork is equal to fast services. If these three things, chefs, services and helpers, if these three things are getting combined, then it will be considered as a good teamwork, which will result in fast services. But if the poor teamwork is there, what will result? The angry customers. Okay, another example I can say, uh, regarding cricket teams. If the captain, bowlers, and the batsmen have different roles, then OB helps to manage the conflict, various kinds of conflicts which can raise over there, motivate player and create trust, team and high trust. If everything is in order, if the team, the relationship between the team members are good, then the they will be 50% more productive than the teams which do not have higher trust among the players, right? So if I ask you, who in your family is like the commoners? Are you? Maybe not. Huh. So please let me know, who are you actually come, or any members from your family is come and soothing, right? So moving on to next slide. Just let me change the slide. Yes, structure, process and practices of organizational behavior. Okay, structure shows who reports to whom. Okay, responsibilities, departments and connection. It affects communication, decision making and speed of work. As for example, A tall structure with many management level may cause delays. Approval might pass through five people before reaching to top. In flat structure like in startups, which I can say, it allows faster decision making. Okay. Flipkart in its early days had a flat structure because Flipkart in its early days there were a small number of people. One boss is there and some of the team members works under the boss. So that was a flat structure which helped them to respond quickly to challenges from Amazon, right? But now the entire Flipkart has a tall structure. That is why lots of technologies are used, but we can see that your orders sometimes get delayed, your orders sometimes get cancelled. Okay, after deducting the money, no communication are from Flipkart. So different kinds of problem we can see right now. Okay, if your refund gets stuck for some situation, to get the refund, you need to mail uh, one customer care executive. The customer care executive will say that this is not my department, I am handling you to our bosses or our specialist team. They will say that your problem will be looking around. So you will see that there will be a long delays by actually resolving your problems. But in earlier days, when the Flipkart has a flat organizational structure, the decision or solution become faster. Okay. Now we will move to the process and practices. These are the daily routines like planning, assigning tasks, giving feedback, solving problem. OB studies these processes to improve efficiency and employee comfort, right? As for example, a school principal giving only verbal instruction may cause mistakes. OB suggests follow-up and written checkups. If the written checklist, if the principal have the written checklist, then he will not forget anything, so that everything will be done in order. Uh, so his objective will be fulfilled as well as the students' feedback will also be better because each and every aspects was covered by the principal, right? If I say another Indian example, the daily stand-up meetings in IT offices, OB ensure these are short, focused, and productive. In IT offices, if the in morning meetings, if the duration of the morning meeting is 5 to 10 minutes, just discussing the main points, not the entire things, then it will be faster, more productive. But if it is 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, at the time of the beginning of the energy, if the morning meeting just snatch 2 hours from your entire daytime, entire work time, then definitely the result will not be fruitful. Okay. As per McKinsey report, the well-structured processes improves productivity up to 20%. Okay. So now we will move to the next slide. Here we will discuss about the culture. Here culture is the personality of an organization, shared values, habits, beliefs, and behavior. OB studies it, how it forms and affects employees. As for example, some IT companies in Kolkata allow casual allow casual dressings and calling bosses by their first name. Like your boss's name is Sumit, so instead of calling him Sumit sir or sir, you just call him Sumit. Okay. In some other organization, you can see that formal dressing and strict hierarchy. OB helps choose the culture that fits your goal, because you need to understand all the goals of an organization are not same. If you go to Google, there you can enter in the office in your preferable outfittings. Okay, there is no hard and fast rule that you need to come by proper grooming or The only with the formal dress you need to enter in the organization. No, these kinds of restrictions are not there. Whatever you want, they are they are not worry about it. If you have done your job properly, if the company is getting creativity and productivity from you, that's it. They will not look after your dresses, your hairstyle, your beard, mustache, no, nothing. They will just see the working hours and the status of the job that is assigned to you, whether it is fulfilled or not, right? If I take another Indian example, in a Jaipur hotel, staff celebrate small achievements with sweets, right? Like some Rajasthani sweets and all these things. So these boost the motivation and team spirit. Strong culture lead to 40% of higher employee engagement. That number is big, very big. Okay. So if we see the change management is inevitable. The new technologies, rules, leadership, or work system, various things are there which needs to be changed according to the time. OB helps managers to understand the reaction of employees, reduce the resistance, and guide the employees from smooth transaction. The change is a transaction, no? So OB helps managers to make it a smooth transaction so that each and every employee in that organization can adapt this change without having lots of problem, right? As for example, after COVID-19, schools shifted from offline to online teaching. Some teachers struggled, obviously, because they did not have that kind of technical skill. But various OB strategies like digital training and emotional support help them to adapt the online teaching comfortably. If I say another example, factories adopting new machines need proper guidance to reduce fear. 70% of change initiatives fail due to employees' resistance, not the change itself. OB makes change succeeded, right? Now we will move to the next slide, the organizational development. So, organizational development is a planned improvement for long term success, where OB supports organizational development through various kinds of training, leadership development, teamwork, performance improvement, and feedback culture. As for example, a Mumbai hotel conducts a monthly workshop for staffs. So, over a time, the service quality improves, the employee confidence rises, and the customers are happier. IT companies in India are also use leadership programs to prepare employees for future projects, reducing stress and building the next generation of leaders. So here, if we combine the organizational development with organizational behavior, then it will be similar to growth plus satisfaction, which results best for the organization, right? So in a conclusion part, there are, if we thoroughly discuss the scope of organization behavior, that covers the individual behavior, the group behavior, structure and processes, culture and change, and organizational development. So OB helps us understand people, manage change, improve communication, and makes workplaces smarter and better. Okay, so that is that is for today. Please let me know if you have any confusion. Okay, thank you.